Okay, I can see myself. Hello. Oh, RG, Sabrina, Nita, and that's it. Great. Oh, I have to put out my thing. I think the camera can be a little bit higher. Wait. Da, da, da. Like this. Yeah, I think that's perfect. So it's bright enough and you can see myself. Great. Yes, I made it until 9 o'clock. Oh, the whole day I was a lot of busy, so very busy. So three people are here. That's great. A little bit distracted watching the dragon. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm not watching really the news, so I don't have a television because I don't have time for it. I had a television if I was, I think, 16. So from 15 to 16, I had a television because my sister get one, and my parents were saying, okay, maybe you want to have one too, and I was saying, okay, why not? So this was the only time I really owned a television. And then, of course, no ex-boyfriends had television, so I was a little bit watching, but still, I'm thinking I don't really need to watch it. So most of the time, I'm not following the news so much because I'm not listening or I'm not watching television, but I'm listening if I'm sitting in the car, sometimes the radio, and then I hear the news. But yeah, I'm thinking I just scroll through Facebook. I have friends who are telling me important things, and I'm thinking that's enough. I also used to read the newspaper in the morning because before I was going to school, but I stopped with it because most of the time you're only reading the headlines and they're awful. So you read a lot of awful headlines before you are starting your day or while you are starting your day, and this is what you get inside. And I'm thinking this can't be healthy if you are reading all bad news in the morning already. So I just stopped with it, and yeah, this makes it that I'm most of the time a little bit behind all the news and what's going on. So yeah, sorry for this. Um, Lots of sheep milk, I hope. Yes. So I had incredible 5 liter sheep milk today. So in the morning 2.5, and in the night 2.5. And in Sunday, next Sunday, so a week ago, they no, no, a week. I think a week ago. They will get off the wool, and I have heard if they have not the wool because the wool is very heavy, they will make more milk because then they can eat more because now the wool is not so heavy and they feel a little bit more comfortable. So I try to leave the wool as long as I can because the one reason is the wool quality is getting better, but I know I always have to think about the sheep, and I'm doing it too. The nights were very cold, so they are around 5 to 6 degrees. So 0 degrees is freezing point, and 5 or 6 degrees in the night is not very warm. And I'm thinking it's better for the sheep. Over day it's very warm and they can just lay in the shade and relax, and then they can eat in the morning and in the night. So they can maybe deal a little bit better or handle a little bit better with the wool on, because the wool is isolating the or keeps um, the warm temperature away. And I think it's maybe better this, and for the night they have still a warm wool. Yeah, so that's a reason. But I think now this is now the sheep days. We are calling it the sheep days around the beginning of June, and after the sheep days, it's not getting cold anymore. So I hope it's a good decision. They are doing still very good, and they are healthy and still giving milk and eating. So I think if it's too much with the wool or too warm, they don't want to do it. But for the rest, it's okay. Now it's on YouTube, the rocket that is going to the ISS. Wow, NASA live stream. Oh, so you can just have 2 live streams? Great. In the US, you can watch German TV on Sling TV streaming. Okay, no, I don't know anything about this. Schafskälte, yes, that's it. Hi James, oh great that you're making it here. Yay. Yeah, today it was a very special day. So I had two person who are coming to my house. So I think one person is now listening. So if you want to know it, please let me know in the comments. But I don't know if this was not so smart. Maybe. Okay, so yeah, two person were at my house and they were asking for milk and also for buying vegetables. So it was a little bit of funny story. I put a screen, so a window that no, it was a window from an old door. I put it on eBay, so it's a market where you can just sell secondhand stuff. And I was thinking, no, I don't really need it. I can make some windows for the raised beds, but I didn't really need it this year and no, the last year not. So I just was saying, okay, give it away. I don't want to have any money for it. I'm thinking it's okay if I'm cleaning up my space and another one can use it. So I get a couple, and the funny thing is from Germany and she was from France, but they met each other in what was the name in San Francisco, if I remember this right. And they lived there together for 6 years, and finally they decided to live here in Germany together. So it's a little bit funny, and we were talking about America and now my hike last year, and I told a little bit about Corey and that he want to visit me. So it was very nice, very great conversation. And she also bought some wool, so she saw that I'm making this and she asked, now can I buy it? And I was a little bit like, ooh, shocked because yes, you can have it if you want because I have too much of it, but I don't know which price I should do. And wool is very expensive like this because it's a good quality wool, it's very soft and there's nothing from hay or anything left, and because now I cleaned it very good. But yeah, I didn't know how much I can say. And then she also want to have the yarn I was making. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yes, you can see it a little bit. So this is a yarn. Can you see it? Oh, the camera is not picking up so nice. That I'm making it, and I'm just bringing it down and show it to her because I was thinking, now if she would like to have this, now this is the end result of it. And she said, oh, I want to have your journal too. And I was a little bit shocked. Okay, but I'm a beginner, so it's not perfect. But she said, no, it doesn't matter. She really like it, and it's so soft. And I don't know what she's doing with it. I hope she will write me maybe later a message. And then we are talking about the honey and the vegetables, and they would like to have a salad and a kohlrabi and some um, petersilie. Oh, I still forgot the name of it. Herbs, Purchase. Is this maybe the good name? I don't know. So yeah, it was very successful, and the best thing is now I don't get so much money, but because I think I have to ask more money of it. But I was so like, oh, I can't say the price because I know it's expensive. But on the other hand, I'm putting there so much work, love inside, and yeah, so I can just use it for myself. I don't have to sell it. But I'm thinking if someone is interested in it, I would have a price that I'm happy with it, because you can't really buy sheep milk here in my surrounding, and not the greatest sheep milk. I don't want to say that my sheep milk is the greatest, but it's not with. So the sheeps are very happy, very healthy. I'm only buying very high quality food for them, so high organic food, and this is expensive too. And it's not so they can live the whole day on the grass field, so they don't have to go inside somewhere, and they are not with 40 or 50 sheep. So I'm reading at the moment a sheep book, and in the book they are saying really milk sheep like it to be around 10 to 15 milk sheep, maybe 20, but not really in a whole group. And what milk farms or sheep milk farms are doing, they are separating the group because they did a research that sheeps with a group of 10 or 20 sheep are giving more milk and living healthier and don't have so much diseases, so they are getting so fast sick, than sheep with 50 or 100 sheep in one group. So most of the time they are saying more sheep, how better it is for sheep, but not with the milk sheep. It's an individual sheep. I don't know really, but yeah, they are used to be alone or with 2 or 3 sheep. In the past, it was like what was it? A farmer who hadn't so much money to buy a cow. Most of the time, he was buying 2 sheep, and now this is just for the poor man, they are saying. So yeah, I was thinking, oh, this is interesting, and this is a little bit why milk sheep are so much cuddling around people and something like this. Alexander, hello from Switzerland. So how are you in Switzerland, Alexander? So is there still the corona and or not? Just joined. Hey Christy, hello. Whoa, great. Yeah, so I'm just thinking, oh, I'm talking again a lot of the sheep, but I really like it at the moment. Yeah, it's really nice. So, and then I'm so proud that today it was working. Someone was here and asking me about my farm products and about my honey shop, and I was saying, okay, I have now this all as product, and what I want to do is for every month maybe I'm doing a small little small little list where I put on what I can sell and then the price behind them. Because if people are asking, oh, I really like to buy something, I'm just giving them the list and say, okay, my products are not very cheap. They are most of the time expensive, but I think they are good products. And if you want to buy a good product, you have to pay a little bit more than normal in a grocery store, because it's not so much of it. It's only a small little that you can have. So I think it's special. So I think this is maybe better for me. I can just give them the lice, and if they are still interested in it, then it's fine. If not, I'm not wasting my time. And I'm always very busy, and if we have to talk with the people and show them all, and then they are saying, no, it's too expensive, then I'm feeling, okay, but I spend now so much time. I really want to give them something and sell something. So, yeah, that's a little bit how I'm thinking. Yeah, because I was thinking today, the people are seeing maybe this like a hobby, because I have only 8 sheep, or now I'm milking only 4. So next year I hope I can milk 8 of them. And they are seeing, oh, it's nice, it's your animal, it's like a hobby, and then you're have a little bit milk, and then it's like pocket money what you get. But at the moment, it's not my hobby, it's my work. I'm not making money of it at the moment, besides today, but I'm thinking I really have to do something that I'm start earning money, because I don't want to talk about it, but so it's I have to change a little bit my thinking, and I can't change what the people are thinking, but I have to change it for myself and make sure that the people understand it's not my hobby, it's my work. So I'm getting up now since 2 days at 5 o'clock, and the last 2 weeks at 6 o'clock. I can explain it later. So I'm getting up very early to finish the things that I have to do here on my small little farm. So it's like washing the wool you see here behind me, making the yarn. I don't know if I can really sell it, but it's a product for my animals and I don't want to waste it. So I'm thinking, okay, I can try to make that something nice one. Maybe there's someone who's interested in it. Also, the honey is a lot of work. I'm not doing it right now, so I want to start it in the fall again. So the garden is a lot of work. So I really like it, but I can just change it a little bit, like, okay, that's my work for now. I'm not going to somewhere's house or to a job and working for other people at the moment. I'm working for myself. So I think I should price it a little bit higher, my work, if you understand it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, the comments. We are still in lockdown. Oh, okay. I like hearing about your sheep much happier than what we hear all the day. Okay, so please say it if it's too much for you about the sheep. Corey is really saying I'm very very crazy girl. He never met a girl like me, but I can't really explain it why. I think it's like our history. So it's so interesting because what are the people are doing in the past and why they are doing it, and there's so much history about wool, about spinning, about as a spinning wheel. I mean, um, why the people have the milk sheep, and now then the industrial came, the big machines came, and everything was going away. The same as I'm reading at the moment a book. It's a Japanese book. Okay, it's in German, so they translated about a man who was thinking he can grow rice on a big field, and Japanese, no, Japan. I think it's Japan. They took over the American farm industry, and because America had a lot of success with it, and they were thinking, no, we have to do the same, and it's working for us. But in Japan, they have other ground. So he was one of the person who said, no, I'm doing it like the people are still did in the past, and they were successful. And what he is doing, he's not working with big machines on his farm. Of course, it's a little bit more work than with, or it's a lot more work than with machines. But the funny thing is, he can harvest the same. Um, no, not the same. So I don't know how I explain it. So he can harvest the same than the industry with the machines are harvesting on the same space. You know what I understand, what I want to explain. So this is quite interesting, and I'm thinking I have a little bit space, and I want to figure out how much I can grow. So I have already too much food out there, and it's doing very well and very healthy. And I'm thinking it's so interesting that you can have a small space and then grow so much. So I don't know. I'm just interested in it, and maybe it's a little bit healthier for the whole world if everyone is try to grow a little bit of their own food. If you can, of course, if you have a small little apartment, you can not do so much, but maybe you have a balcony, or we were talking about the microgreens. So it's a small little step that everyone can do, and then you don't have to buy from big pharmacy, and they are making the environment bad because a lot of pesticides. And yeah, I think we have to go a little bit like a small one. And the house where I'm living in has 2,000 square meter, I think that's the name. And in the past, you get some taxes back because you have a property and you can grow your own food a little bit. So there was a program in Germany. I don't know really so much about it, but I have heard if you have a land that is 2,000 or more, then you get a little bit taxes back. So they want that their family can, or that families can grow a little bit their own food. So I think it was a good thing to do it, and yeah. I don't know what you are thinking about it. Write it down in the comments. Peter, hello. I used to live in Wales, where more sheep live than people. Their sheep spend their whole life grazing on raw grass. Nothing can be more organic than that. I don't know the price of raw wool sold. Yes, that's true. So the price what a normal shepherd gets for 1 kilogram wool is 30 cents. And imagine the sheep is wearing the wool the whole year, so it has to grow, and it's not growing fast. And from a whole year work, from a whole year, you get only 30 cents for a kilogram. And a sheep has no, it depends a little bit, 3 to until 4 kilograms, so it depends a little bit. That's not much. And I have to pay the man who is coming to sheep no, to put the wool away from the sheep. And I have to pay him too, and I have to spend more money that I'm getting back for the wool. So I don't want to do it. So I'm thinking now, if I'm selling wool, I'm just selling it a little bit, no, not a little bit, but a lot more pricey than that, because I think the people has a little bit to change in their thinking, and it's a quality. And if you want to have a good product, now it's a little bit more pricey. And the good thing is, if you are wearing a sweater or socks from a good quality wool, it takes a long time longer than you're buying something and then you're wearing it and then you can throw it away. So the quality from the one product is just better than if you are buying not so good quality and you have to throw it a year. So imagine you are buying a wool pullover, and it's, you can just wear it for 10 years. And then you are buying a pullover and you can just wear it for 2 years because the quality is not so great. In the beginning you are spending maybe more money, but over the years it's not that you are spending so much money. And this is a little bit what the people, I think, a little bit thinking about the minimalism too, because a lot of people are giving clothes away. They are just saying, okay, I need only 5 pullover sweaters and maybe 2 shorts and no, something else, I don't know. But for example, so if you have 5 very good clothes that is fixing good and you're not smelling in them because the wool takes the smell away, and if it's warm or cold, they are making a good climate on your body. And I'm thinking, okay, I only spend for the money of this and I can wear it so much longer. Okay, it's a little bit like fashioning, but maybe you can do it with other things. So yeah, this is a little bit the direction how I'm thinking. So I don't want to wear only clothes from socks, so don't understand, no, only clothes from wool. Don't understand me wrong. I also like to wear nice clothes like a dress or anything else, but I don't know in which direction I want to go, but there are a lot of things you have to think about, and how you are spending your money, and this is a little bit what's thinking about me. James, don't be afraid to charge what your products are worth. Yes, okay, thank you. Sabrina, I can totally understand that it's hard to find prices and communicate that with interested people. Yes, you have a quality, nice product, prices accordingly. Yes, okay, yeah. Okay, 4 minutes until the rocket lifts off. I am back when the astronauts are up in space. Ooh, this is exciting. Ooh. Sabrina, sounds like lift off will be closer to 3:30. Okay. Sheep, like most animals, provides us a channel to understand the world in a simple and relaxing way, which we lost since our childhood. They teach us to live our life in the present moment. Full egg? What is full egg, Alexander? Full egg? I don't know what that means. The interesting thing is sheep are eating a little bit of the grass and then they are going away. So they are not cutting off the grass so close on the ground, and they are pooping. And the poop is very good for the environment too, because cows are making a big poop. Oh, sorry, this is a topic. Okay, if you're not interested in poop, go further. No, I mean, the cow are making a big poop and on one place. And with the sheep, the good thing is they have small little poops and they are walking around. They are most of the time not really standing. So they are just laying on the whole grass field. And this is important with sheep, that they don't be on one space very long, because then you have over all the poop and then they can't eat the fresh grass because they are not eating it because no, they are pooping on it. So yeah, they're a little bit smart. So this is good, very good for the environment and for the grass. So if you're cutting off the grass with the machine is cutting exactly everything away. and I'm not sure, this is not so healthy because the machine is cutting it away but not feeding the ground again, and the sheep is doing it at the same time. And I think it's so perfect, it's so easy. And the sheep are also eating the trees around it where they are, so that the trees are not taking over the whole space. And yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, but we can talk about another topic if you want. So just ask me something. Maybe we can change it. I don't know what's more. Oh yeah, I want to tell you why I'm getting up so early. So I think I'm doing trail running since I'm 14 or 15 years old, and I try to trail run 2 or 3 times a week, just because this is a relaxing thing for me. It's now a half hour, an hour out in the nature, think about nothing, just breathing and running, and now I like it. I need this too. And yeah, if I was working, I'm just working the whole day, and then I'm getting home, did my one, and then I have to work at home too, because as a teacher, most of the time you are back at home at 3, sometimes 4. Then I had some 2 hours where I'm just relaxed and did nothing, and then from 6 to 8, 9, sometimes 10, I was busy with preparing the lessons, yeah, working just for the school. So I had just a break at the middle of the day, and now it's a little bit like if I want to do a break at the middle of the day, it's not working, because in the morning most of the time I'm busy with the garden. In the evening maybe too, and I'm only making a break if I'm feeling tired. I have to eat something, to drink something, and then I'm doing this. And after this I can't run, because now you can't run if you have eaten. So I'm thinking, okay, where I can put the trail running inside my day, even if it's only 2 or 3 times a week. I was thinking, okay, maybe before bedtime if everything is ready, but then I was tired. So I was thinking, okay, what are you doing if you're doing it before all of the work? So I tried this now for yesterday and the day before. I'm getting up at 5, and then I do nothing really. I just put on my clothes and leave the house. Maybe I put something in my hair so that it's not so shaky, and that's it. So I'm not brushing my teeth, I'm not eating, I'm drinking maybe a little bit a glass of water, but not so much, and that's it. And then I'm doing my one. So I'm doing it a half hour, because I'm running to the grass field where the sheep are. And then I'm milking the sheep, and Wilfried, a friend of mine, is waiting there because he's driving with a car. He's not living here in this town. And we are milking the sheep together. At the moment, I can't do it alone because they're in the gate I showed you. And someone has to stay with the sheep and tell them, no, you are not allowed, and it's not your turn to go in the milk stand. And yeah, then I'm milking the sheep and feeding the sheep, and yeah, then the sheep is going away and another one is coming. And then I'm driving home with a car because I'm getting cold. I'm standing there, and if I'm start running from this grass field at home, it makes not really sense. It's only 10 minutes, and now my muscles are cold, and if I'm running, um, they will warm up, but it's not good because my body is just the exercising and then stopping, and that's fine. So maybe I'm doing a little bit longer this thing, but for now, for this week, I'm thinking, okay, 5 o'clock, not earlier, this is enough. And I have to do it so early because my friend Wilfried, he can't get, no, we can't do it later because he has to work, and yeah, he has to do it for his work. So, but I'm very happy with it. So I'm thinking, if I'm doing this every day now, half hour, I'm doing not much, but it's at least a little bit, and I'm still a little bit on my trail running. So yeah. Karen, hello, or Karen. All act bedeutet einverstanden. Ah, okay. Oh, thank you, Alexander. Bin dann mal weg, muss morgen früh raus. I'm off early start tomorrow. Okay, now Alexander, I think you know where I'm talking about. Yeah, so I really have to go to bed too. So it's my time most of the time. I'm going to bed at 9 or 10, not later, because I need most of the time 8 hours of sleep. And if it's later than 10, I can feel it the next day. So yeah. But today I was thinking, okay, I can do it for you and talk a little bit about my day because last weekend I didn't do a live Q&A. Yeah. Uh, any more questions? If you want to know something. For the rest, I'm pretty happy. Of course, I'm missing Corey, and we can't wait until they are open the border and we see each other. So, but for the rest, it's very nice. So I'm searching for work. What I can do, it's like now the spinning wheel. Maybe I like to weave the yarn. Weaven, I think it's the name. You can knit it, but at the moment I'm not so good in it, and it's not the same strongs. So I'm thinking maybe if I'm weaving it, you can make it a better one. Yeah, but I can hear my sheep. Maybe they can hear me. Yeah, sometimes I'm thinking it's a little bit dangerous that they're out there and they are very close to the forest. So if they are not stopping with screaming, I have to go there. But maybe there are people and looking at them and they were thinking, oh, hello, how are you? I don't know. Yeah. Whew. No questions? I think you are watching the workout. Or what was it? And I'm getting tired. What about knitting pullovers from that wool yourself? Yes, but at the moment I'm busy with making the yarn and I don't have so much for the pullover. But I want to try it. So yeah, you have to do a once and then you are making another once, and at the end you're putting them together and turn it around so we have one yarn, and one yarn is most of the time is two yarns. They are still calling. So the sheep, I mean. Most of the time they are just quiet and there's nothing going on. But it's a weekend, a long weekend here in Germany, and yeah, and the weekend a lot of people like to drink. I don't know. I can just jump in a car and drive there and look. It's 9:30, so normally they are sleeping and quiet. Or they're hearing me, I'm not sure. You know, if you have animals, you're always thinking, oh, what's going on? Is there a problem or not? Okay, do you ever dye your wool different colors? No, because I'm starting right now with the wool and I don't have really time for other things, so I'm learning it right now. I didn't do it before and I'm just, yeah, doing it now. Sorry, I'm a little bit like, oh, what's going on? Yeah. So maybe different colors one day, but I like the color. So it's like a brown one, and if you are mixing them, so you have a white one and a brown one, and you can just mix them to one yarn. It's like two color yarn. I think this looks very great. Or you just make a part of it white and another part of this. So yeah, black and white. Falling out. Okay, that's it. Um, yeah, I don't know. Something more? Do you have any friends in your village to share your farm experience with and to get advice? No. I think my friends are just okay, that's your thing, do it, but it's nothing for me. Um, yeah, they are thinking I'm a little bit crazy, but they are tolerating it, so they are saying, okay, it's your thing. No, I'm sharing my experience. I think how I'm sharing experience is online, so with you or a Facebook group, or most of the time if I have a problem, I'm just looking now what can be the problem and try it, but not really that I have to. No. I purchase a sharp or head from you if you want to sell them. Ooh, wow, okay. Now, Christy, why not? I think I'm knitting in the winter. So first, I want to do some yarn, and I want to be better at the yarn. But you can see it here. So the yarn is already getting better. I'm not sure if you can see it. So it's a little bit more like the same thing. So you can see it. So it's looking pretty much great. And in the beginning, it was like, ooh, they are big and tiny and big and tiny. So if I'm at the moment that is working and I can say, okay, you can knitting with it. Yeah, maybe I'm just trying something. And if I'm weaving, I saw a lot of nice. Oh, what's going on here? A lot of nice scarves. Scarves, I think is the word. With weaving, but I don't have a weave frame. Yeah, maybe I asked a friend if she has one, a very old school one, but at the moment, no. So yeah, if I'm them, I can just tell you something, Christy. Should be nice, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, what do you think about my last video? So I put there so much work inside, and only I think 400 people saw it at now. And I was thinking, oh no, sometimes you are making a video and you put so much work, and yeah, it you nobody want to see it. And then sometimes you're thinking, okay, I can just do a quick video, and then is there screaming? So sometimes I'm just making not so much work. I'm just maybe sitting and talking, or I don't know, show a very quick thing, and then the people are watching it. And today I had a very nice conversation with on a Facebook group. So it was a German hiking group, and I put there my video, and I said, no, it should be nice if you want to see it. And he said, no, it's a nice video, but next time you should wear other shoes and not hiking in a dress. And this is the reason why I changed the title from the video. I was thinking, no, this is interesting. I had different meaning about this. So a lot of people were saying, oh, you can just wear what you want. And other people are saying, no, this is not normal. And I think she don't need any advices about gear or anything. I was thinking, okay, I don't want to be the person who is correcting another person, because now if they want to give advice, I'm thinking it's okay, because now they are thinking they are right, and I have my own meaning and my own meaning. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe just think your way and I'm thinking my way, and everyone feels good. But then the conversation started a little bit like, oh, maybe you shouldn't do advices or anything. It was great. Do you okay? that was a great video. No, thank you, James. I'm not sure what I should do in the next video. I'm always thinking about, should I do a next story or another hike? So if you know a topic, I'm a little bit like still searching what the people want to see on my channel, and I know you should say, oh, I want to watch everything, but yeah, with this video it's not so successful, so I'm thinking maybe it will take off, but maybe it's just like 400 views, so you never know. I know the people want to see Corey and me together, but yeah, I can't do it, and I like to find a little bit my way, and this is the reason why I'm starting the story time telling. So I'm thinking about a next story that I want to tell. So it's nice for me. It's like an interesting, and you can give a message with it too. But I'm also was hiking for the video, the last video, 4.5 hours. This was crazy. I'm just was recording 4.5 hours and hiking 4.5 hours. So at least I did 10 miles, not 10 kilometer. So it was not so much, but yeah, I put there a lot of time in, and then maybe 20 hours editing or more. I can't really say it, but it was a long time too. And then twice. So yeah, from the story and then from the normal hiking video. Yeah, I don't know. What are you thinking? That last video was absolutely excellent. Oh, it is not your fault that you had so few viewers. Those who watched it surely enjoyed it, and that is what is important. Peter, that's true, and I always like to read comments and see what the fans are saying and everything like this. But I'm at the point at the moment that I need some views because of the money. So how more people will watch a video, more money I get, and yeah, I can't say at the moment I'm doing it just for fun. Of course, I'm doing it for fun, and it's a lot of, no, I really like it, but on the other hand, I have to think at the moment too where I can get money, how I can get money, and something like this. So yeah, it's a little bit like a circle. Yeah. Something else you want to know? I don't know. So I think I'm going to bed now. Sleep, and tomorrow my day is just starting again. At the moment I'm teaching myself a little bit about spinning, and then about how you make cheese, gardening. So I had a few books here and I like to read them. So I'm trying to read at least 2 hours a day. It's like a studying. So I'm feeling that I'm going to the university again. So yeah, you can read a lot of things on the internet, but there are also a lot of things that are not true or not so easy than they are saying, because on internet the people writing a lot of stuff because they know people want to read it because it's interesting or other reasons. In a book, most of the time they're putting only facts inside that are true, because of course they want to sell the book, but on the other hand they want to give advices with the book. So I'm going back from the internet to reading books again, yeah, again. So yeah, this is what I'm also doing at the moment. Oh, I don't have really much time to sit in my garden and enjoy it. Maybe I should change this too. But I'm happy how it is now, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, yes, cheese making videos. That's true. But I'm not feeling very that I'm a professional at the moment. So I'm just trying something. And I try to make a cheese with vinegar and salt and just the sheep milk and nothing else, because most of the time you're putting a lab inside. And this is making from baby cow's stomach. And it sounds awful for me. And I don't want to use the product that I have to buy and put it in my product. So I was thinking maybe I can make vinegar too, but it's a little bit an experience, and I have to think about it a little bit more. And if I figured everything out in a good recipe, then I can show it with you. Because at the moment I have only plain sheep cheese. So there's nothing in like herbs. So I know you can do garlic inside, pepper, I don't know what else more. Maybe mince, mint. I think mint is it. But I have to figure this out, and yeah, if I know this, I can share it with you. How does it work in Germany if you aren't working? Normally you get money for it, but I was a teacher and I was working for the country and I don't get anything. I don't know why they are doing it, but no, they're not doing it. But Karen, I don't want to talk so much about it. My situation at the moment is not so nice, and I try to do my best. That it's getting better, and that's the reason why I'm so happy today, because I get a little bit money back for my products, and this is the direction I want to go to. Yeah, that's it. Cheese sounds good. Yes, it tastes very special. So it's not a strong cheese. It's like a feta cheese, and you can put it in salad, and you can just put there some herbs inside if you want. So it's nice. Do you have unemployment or payment from the government? No. Yeah, but yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. It's like not nice topic. Not for the night and to go to bed. Other questions you want to know? Um, yeah, maybe at the moment I'm just living day by day. Um, Most of the time I'm used to make plans like what I'm doing next month. No, then of course you're planning your holiday, something like this, and I don't have to. Okay, I have my garden plan and I know now which vegetable I have to grow and harvest and which seed I have to put inside. But yeah, I try to have a day structure. So the sheep are giving me a day structure in the morning and the night. And then I have a little bit around things. And of course, I'm thinking, no, what is important? What are you doing? I'm learning a lot at the moment. And this is very nice. I'm learning things that you really need for living. Um, I'm building a lot of things for the garden with the wood. I never did it before. So this was quite interesting. And this is like a very interesting time for me to try out new things like spinning wheel, making wool, and yeah, to meet new people. Most of the time, I was selling honey on the market, so there you are meeting a lot of different kind of people and have good or bad conversations. So of course you have this too. I hope I can go maybe on a market, back on a market, but at the moment everything is closed. Yeah. Oh, that is too bad. Making things hard. Yeah. What are your long-term plans in your life? Be happy. I think this is my most important long-term. Long terms. I can't say it at the moment. My whole life is standing like a different way. So I think my plan, if I was 20, it was only having a good job, having good money, so that I can pay for my life, and I don't need anything anyone else to ask for, or I just want to be independent. Yeah, that's the reason why I want to have my own house, because I want to decide if I want to go out or not. And I don't want to rent a room or an apartment and another people have to tell me, oh, I need the apartment, you have to go. So I was always in my life very strong with I want to have safety. And now I just canceled my job, I hiked, and now I'm a little bit like, oh, what's going on? What's happened? And there are some days I'm thinking, oh, you are so stupid. Why are you canceling your job? And on the other hand, I'm thinking, I have now so much opportunities, what I can do and which direction it can go. And at the moment, I'm deciding a little bit what really makes me happy, what I'm doing every day, what makes you happy. And the important thing for me is do everything, no, do at once, no, at least one thing a day. Okay, that's it. So one thing I want to accomplish a day. And if you have done it, then it's okay. Because I don't want to be lazy and sitting the whole day around in the living room and do nothing. Um, Now, time is gold. Can you say this? So the important thing for me in life is that you are healthy and you have time for the things you are really like. And um, I was working too much in the past. I don't had time for anything. I couldn't really enjoy the nature. I couldn't see if the spring is changing to the summer. So as I told you, I was just working the whole day, coming back, have maybe 1.5 hour, and then just working further. Sometimes I didn't have this hour and just have to work further. Um, and yeah, I really know what it is if you are working too much, and it's not healthy at all. And I'm thinking money is not the most important thing. Of course, it's nice to have it. It makes life more easier, but you can't buy your healthy. So if you're getting sick of it, or I don't know, you're doing something every day, you're not happy with it, why should you do it? Because other people are telling you that's the direction you have to go. I'm thinking, no, not really. Um, it's I don't know, it's difficult to explain because there are a lot of people who are sitting home or working not so much, and they are saying, oh, I don't want to, I don't like it, I don't want to be lazy like this, and I don't want to be a person like this. So I really try to use the time that I have to make something, try to do other people happy with my videos, something like this, spending my time for you, to be an inspiration, to show you maybe it is possible. If you want to do something, just figure out a way how you can do it. And I'm a little bit scared about the future too. But I said, okay, I'm giving myself the time until the end of the year, and then I can still say, okay, it is not possible what I'm trying, or it is possible. Because I'm thinking, if I'm not trying it at the moment, maybe you are thinking the whole life about it. And everything changed, and I couldn't really do so much of it. So my plan was to find a job before the corona crisis was coming. And I had this speech, or how are you saying it, the job speech. So I applied for a job, and they said now they want to have another one. And at the beginning I was a little bit sad, but then I was thinking, okay, you don't should get the job, why? And then the corona was coming, and I couldn't search for a job too, and at the moment I can't search for a teaching job. The schools are not open, and now they are reopen again, but now they are not putting new teachers into school. So I'm a little bit thinking maybe this is a sign. And yeah, I'm not feeling bad. So I'm getting up very easily at 5 o'clock in the morning, and not easily, but it's not bad. It's not a bad feeling that I'm saying, okay, I have to get up. It's like, okay, I like to do this and this and this a day. So I can't really answer the question, what should I do in 5 years and 10 years, how I'll be. But I'm asking myself why I should ask myself this. There's no reason for. I'm not responsible for anyone. So I'm just responsible for my own life. Of course, I have animals I have to take care of. But if I don't want to have the animals, I can sell them. If I don't want to have my house because it doesn't make me happy, I can sell the house. And I don't have kids at the moment, so I don't have to be responsible for kids. I don't have to earn a lot of money because I have to give the money away or something. The most important thing at the moment is that I'm buying food and paying my house and the animals, and yeah, that's it. And yeah, I think you can always see two sides of it. And the one side is I can say, oh, my situation is very bad. But on the other side, I'm thinking, no, your situation is perfect because you have now a lot of things to try, a lot of opportunities. Um, yeah, I'm just not asking myself this. I decided at the end of the year I can asking myself this. You can look back for a whole year, and then I can thinking and keep going. And at the moment I'm taking a year off and yeah, do my mini farming. um, oh, that I'm back. Oh, hi. Good night. Watching this later. Thank you. Oh, Sabrina. Okay, so is the rocket in the air or not? Okay. Peter, I agree with you. Too many people are slave of work or their lives lives without realizing it. It is better to be poor and live a certain life than to be live rich working as a slave. And the other thing is what your definition is of poor, because people can say you have only 5 shirts in the closet. The people can say, "Oh, you're very poor. You can't buy more because you have only 5." And the other person is saying, "I'm so lucky. I only have 5 shirts, and I don't have to think about every day what I have to wear because I have too much choices. I have just only 5 of them, and they are fixing perfectly, and they are making me happy." This is a little bit like which direction you want to go. So these are important decisions you have to do in your life. And at the moment, I'm thinking, okay, you saw my house a little bit. It's all out. It's old stuff. I didn't buy this furniture. I get it from a friend because she bought a new house and she wanted to throw it away. And I was thinking, no, I have a small space, so it's perfectly, and it's not the color I really like, but on the other hand, I'm thinking, oh, I can use it. There's nothing wrong with it. And there are a lot of people who are saying, oh, I need new things. I have to buy it to feel better. And I'm not saying this is wrong. It's totally fine. If you know this from yourself, you can just work for it and say, okay, I'm working for the whole month and I have now maybe 100 euros over or dollar, and I want to spend this at nice things that make me happy, and I think this is okay. So you can do it. And other person are saying, I'm not working so much, so I don't have any left over at the end of the month, but I had a lot of free time, so I could read a book or I can go more hiking, something like this. um, the most important thing is look at yourself, look what makes you happy, what you want to do. And if you don't know it and you have to do a decision and it feels bad, don't make this decision. And yeah, I think this is maybe a good sentence to say goodbye now. I have to sleep. It's 10 o'clock. Um, I hope it was not too much philosophy, something like this. Yeah, normally I'm not talking about this in my videos, I'm not so much talking in the normal videos, but here it feels for me a little bit like talking to friends. You can totally say, no, she's crazy in her head, and what you're saying, it's not true, it's not my meaning. I'm not thinking the same, it's okay. Yeah, if you want to share something personal, you can just send me always a message. I can't answer them all at the now at in a short time, but I'm reading the messages and I try to respond in a good time and taking my time then. So yeah, I'm just try to do my best everything. Okay, thank you for the chat. Have a good night and week. Oh, thank you, James. Thank you. You're always an inspiration. Oh, thank you, Nita. Thank you for the talk. Sleep well, Nessa. Okay, now thank you everyone to being here. I can't say if I can do the next Q&A next weekend because the shepherd, also another shepherd, is coming, and he is taking off the wool. I'm not sure if I can handle it with the whole day outside and then going inside and talk. I have just to think how I'm feeling, and otherwise we see each other in 2 weeks. So I will see a little bit what I'm doing. And yeah, wish you a very, very good week. I'm not sure really if I can do a new video out. So yeah, I will see, and I don't want to believe anything at the moment. Okay, Good night, everyone. See each other in the next Q&A or in the comments on the next video. And yeah, that's it. Bye bye.